How do, ladies, gents and others? It's me, Royston Charmaine. Yesterday's video, well, 2 days ago's video, depending on where you're watching this. If you're watching on Ko-fi, it is going to be yesterday. If you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be 2 days ago. 3 days. It's going to be a number of days ago. So if you want to get videos early, go and join me on Ko-fi. I can't do that in the intro. My goodness, I have become such a shill. But anyway, in the reaction and review video I did for Damocles here, I used certain tricks to listen to the song earlier than I should really have been able to. And that meant that the lyrics on Genius were not the most accurate. Let's say that. There was one down here. Where was it? It was... I can't always be killing the game. That was like in square brackets, because I think even the person that wrote it wasn't sure. And I caught what that was and corrected it. But because none of the others were marked as potentially being incorrect, my brain just didn't consider the fact that they might be. And because when I listen to a song for the first time, I don't really hear the lyrics particularly. I only really noticed what it was talking about when I went through in the middle of that video and read them. I just didn't pick up all the errors that were there, and it changes the meaning, changes the importance of so much of it. And well, I can see now that, is it every line? No, there's still a few that don't have a note on them, but there's so many notes that have been added to this now. There were none when I was looking before. But now that the lyrics have been corrected, and now I've listened to the song a few more times, I just want to talk about it because it's different. Yeah, I mean, as I sit here today, I'm in a very different mood to... It's yesterday for me, I know it's longer for you. Like today, you can probably see from my attire, I'm wearing a giant woolen jumper, which I love, by the way. I know it doesn't look too great, but it's beautiful. It's like wearing a hug. It's delightful. But that kind of reflects the kind of day I'm having today. I'm in a mood where I need to wear a hug. Health ain't doing too great, but that's kind of settled me into a better place to really start reading through this. And whilst I'm going to play music in the background, just for a bit of background noise, I'm not going to listen to the song again in this video, not at full volume. I just want to go through the lyrics and have a read of them now that they're corrected, and just really delve into what this is talking about, because much as there's theories that the album might be about drugs, the album might still be about sleep, I think this song makes it clearer than ever that this album is going to be about the relationship between Vessel and Redacted, the man under the mask, whose name, yes, I know it, don't bother putting it in comments. I'm just never going to say it until he says it publicly. So yeah, let's go through it better now that I'm going to know what the actual lyrics are. So we begin. Well, I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. So under blades makes so much more sense. Someone in the comments wrote that, and I was like, of course that's what it said. Why wouldn't that be what it said? It's called Damocles. On the very next line, I waffle for ages about a sword hanging above someone's head. So yeah, that's the story of Damocles. Damocles, it's a mythical tale about a king who was paranoid and who wanted off the throne, and so offered to swap places with Damocles, allowing Damocles to be king. But the king, before he vacated the throne, hung a sword above the throne by a single hair. And so that story is now used as like a parable, a metaphor of your time is limited. You're in this position of power now, but only for so long, and inevitably at some point that sword will fall and your time will end. And so this is, it's not even Vessel, this is Redacted worrying that his career is finite, his time at the top is definitely finite, And looking at the amount of hate this band gets, like, just look at any of their tracks on Album of the Year. There's so much vitriol for this band. People commenting hate before the song had even released. I replied to a few of them. I'm not proud of myself, but I wasn't in the best mood yesterday evening. I just said to someone, why would you choose to listen to a band that you know that you hate? And I got a load of shitty replies that I didn't go back to. But yeah, people annoy me. But that's probably where this is coming from, this idea that things are going great now, like the band blew up a couple of years ago. But how long will that last? Some acts that blow up in popularity, they stay big, they retain their core of fan base. Some don't, some it bleeds away. Some end up being a flash in the pan. And from Redactor's point of view, he doesn't know yet which one he's going to be. And so, and the fame that he does have, he doesn't want it. In this scenario, he isn't Damocles with the sword dangling above him. He is the king hoping for a Damocles. Like, if only Damocles would hit me back. Like, someone come and take my place. Just someone else put the mask on. Someone else who's kind of tall and a bit lanky and can sing a bit. Go and put this mask on and do it instead of me. The alabaster carvings on faces, or faces on a farthing, I covered correctly. I think it's talking about even if he's the king, because like, farthings are coins. It's king's faces on coins. Farthings are British coins specifically, and we unfortunately do have a monarchy for now. It's their faces that are on the coinage. Would prevent my head from fading to black. So yeah, I think I got the gist of it right. It's just the lyrics I was reading were wrong. I got all this right the first time, but again, it paired with this, it definitely speaks of depression and monotony. So it feels like falling into the sea, which reminded me of Tomb, from outer space in seconds. So it's like a sudden drop, riding this high, and then it just like sucks away. It sucks down. I play Discordant Days on repeat until they look like harmony. So later on it talks specifically about touring, but as soon as I heard this is about touring, because I've never been a touring musician, but when you're on tour, every day is the same. You're playing the same songs to different people in different rooms, but let's face it, most music venues look the same, and it's still going to be a crowd of faces, not picking out any specific ones. It's going to feel like the same thing every night. So discordant days, so days that aren't the same, they are different, you're in a different place, it is different people, but you do it over and over again until it looks like harmony, until it looks like it is the same, which is depressing. When the rubber runs dry and the curtain is cold, of course it's cold. Why would the curtain be cold, Royston? Think for yourself, you idiot. But I was right about what I said. But curtain is cold. The curtain's called to end a show. So the curtain's called on Sleep Token. Their time in the spotlight is done. Or maybe Redactor's time wanting to do this is done. One or the other. It only ends one of two ways. Either you decide to walk away, or the people decide to walk away from you. You know? And this kind of speaks to that, like the river running dry. I guess the river running dry is us. People like me making videos about them, you watching videos about them. When that stops happening, people stop buying tickets, people stop streaming the music, then that's the curtain being called on Vessel. How will I know if I can't see the bottom? So how do I know when to walk away if I can't see when it's going to go away from me? I think I was right on the gist of what I was saying about this section, of it being, it's just the unknown. It's just imposter syndrome, questioning, am I in the right position? Do I deserve this position? What do I do now that I'm here? What do I do if it goes away? It's just, yeah, who will I be where the empire falls? If now that I've had this, if it's then taken away from me, what's left. Now, I used to be just redacted from wherever, and then I became Vessel. And then if Vessel now goes away, do I just go back to who I was before or something less? Yeah. It's really horrible. It's really quite horrible. I know these codes are boring, but I can't always begin the game. I think I got that right. This is basically just me correcting myself from yesterday and adding more to what I said from yesterday. But yeah, this is a more literal version of this bit, just spelling it out a bit further. And the tape part, what did that say yesterday? It didn't say tape. I think it said day. Day runs out on me, but then there was the sound of a tape being ejected. I need to start trying to consciously pay more attention. I'm recording the ghost video will come out before this, unless you're on my Ko-fi. But for the ghost video later, I need to consciously pay more attention to what's happening in the moment, rather than just sitting there with closed eyes going. Although that's just how I experience music, so I don't know if I can really help that. I think that's just how I listen to things. But yeah, the tape runs out on me, and then the tape flipping and the band coming in is awesome. What a way to bring in the second half of a song. Is it the second chorus or third? No, it's second chorus. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And nobody told me I was begging for relief when what is silent. So it doesn't say one. I kind of wish it did, because I liked my idea for what that meant. What is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me. So again, it's like, it's just a really vivid way of describing a mental health issue. What should be calm, what should be a peaceful moment of contentment, it just isn't for me. It just doesn't connect for me, and it's just still full of panic and anxiety, even despair. Reading this actually makes me wish that this is Sleep Token's last album and they can just get away, or at least the last album for a while. Like, I was still going to tour this, but maybe after this tour, maybe take a few years off, guys. Specifically redacted. Nobody told me I'd get tired of myself. I didn't intentionally lead into that line, but I did, didn't I? When it all looks like heaven but feels like hell, again, just spelling out this a little clearer. And then it's the chorus again. Yeah. It's horrible. In my original, in my review of it, I think I wrote, makes me feel bad for smiling. And that's exactly what it does. It's, in fact, is it in a major key? Because I suspect it is. If I can spell that, would help, wouldn't it? Damn. Can I spell, please? What am I doing? Oh dear. Damocles key. That's not enough, is it? Sleep Token. Has no one shared the key of this song on any of those websites that talk about which key things are in? What if I put BPM? BPM often works better, because people like to remix things. 135. Cheers. It's not quite what I was after. I cut all this bit out. But it feels very major key. It feels happy. It feels triumphant. So as I'm just sitting here, picking up the odd lyric, but mostly just riding along that piano melody, it didn't strike me immediately how despairing it is. And that kind of dichotomy, that kind of juxtaposition works really well. I think it's definitely my favourite of the three singles. I feel like Caramel might have more mileage on it. I think Caramel does more to give re-listens, but I think this is the best song. And it makes me really excited for particularly the opening and closing songs of the album, those really long ones, because if this is the kind of ballad style that we're getting on this album, then those really long songs could be amazing ballads. Although, wouldn't this directly precede one of them? No, it wouldn't. So, yeah, Look to Windward and Infinite Baths are both like, I think Infinite Baths will be the longest ever song at just over 8 minutes, and this one's like 7 something. So they could be even more epic versions of this, which would be really cool. But yeah, that's going to be the video for today. I just wanted to correct the mistakes I made, basically, which was sad for me. But yeah, I think it's a beautiful song. And it makes me so excited for the album. And you already know there's going to be videos on this channel about the album. So if you want to catch those, hit subscribe. I don't think I've said that yet, have I? Subscribe to my channel, please, please. How do people beg and not feel like they're begging? I guess they just have less shame than me. That's a horrible thing to say. Anyway, yeah. From me, Rusty Charmaine, from my channel founder, Trin Exists. Until the future, drive safe. What a dickhead. What an absolute dickhead I am. Oh well.